Hello and welcome to our special program on FIFA World Cup 2018 Cup of Glory. I'm Suchitra and with me is our football expert Rahul Banerjee. Rahul, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yesterday, a whole nation, Argentina and billions of fans of Lionel Messi, he was sigh of relief because Argentina just scraped through. So it was a great night of football yesterday.
And don't forget Diego Maradona almost had a heart attack. He was in the stand. Yeah, it was very close. Very too close for a team of that quality to go to that with literally 4 minutes on the clock left for them to save their campaign. But that's the thing. We saw the same thing happen with Germany one day earlier. They left it even later. In fact, they were into 90 plus time before that the goal from Toni Kroos saved them. So this is the pattern we are seeing. What we keep discussing, I think, is time and again that a lot of the smaller teams are coming into this World Cup with no fear of the big names. They are willing to make their presence felt in the big stage. So every team now really has to work very hard, and it's only the teams that have thrown off the worry of defeat that are able to score freely and attack freely. So we are seeing big goals from some teams, the younger teams particularly, and very few goals from the older teams. So that's the pattern this World Cup has come.
Yes, this World Cup is being called the graveyard of reputations, and today defending champions Germany will go for the kill when they take on South Korea in their last group match, because it's not going to be easy for the defending champions. The defending champions have had it tough in the recent past, because we have seen the defending champions struggling, as we saw Spain struggling as defending champions, and South Korea, they also have a slight chance of going to the knockout stage. So it's going to be really interesting, because this group is still alive, because practically all the 4 teams, they have a chance of qualifying for the next stage.
Extremely interesting, good point you made, because it's like if South Korea, if they win, they are also in a position to go through if they get some help from the other game in their group. So like it's literally a wide open World Cup, and in fact we were seeing till the completion of second round of matches, very often or more often than not you see that the position becomes reasonably clear. But in this there are only 2 groups that we knew for sure, or 3 groups that the 6 teams were going through. The remaining 10 were yet to be decided, and in some cases not even now been decided. So yeah, if Germany if they draw, I think they are in trouble, because the other game could just well throw up a result that could go against them.
And talking about South Korea, the Asian teams, they have really impressed with their game in this tournament. So no team can take the Asian teams lightly in this tournament. I
really give so much of credit to Iran. They fought so bravely till the very end. Japan fought so bad. They're still there. I mean, so this shows that there's no hard border anymore saying that the European teams are definitely favorites, or so the South Americans will definitely win. Today it's no longer that scenario. We saw Germany lose. We saw Brazil held by by Switzerland. So every team virtually has had its reputation smashed a little bit, just a little bit, and the ones that have the real depth have come through or are coming through. The ones that don't have will go home.
And another match of this group is also going to be very interesting. Mexico will face Sweden in their final FIFA World Cup Group F clash today, in a match where both sides still have their fate in their own hands. The Mexicans currently top the group with 6 points, which means that they will win the group if they avoid defeat. Meanwhile, the Swedes know that a 2-goal victory will see them overtake Mexico, but a Swedish win of any description will see both sides progress if Germany fail to defeat South Korea in their final match. And if we can quickly have a look at the points table of Group F, then the picture will be clearer that all the 4 teams of this group have the chance to progress to the next round. Mexico with 6 points, Germany and Sweden, they both have the chance to score 6 points today, and even South Korea, because if those 2 teams, they remain on 3 points, and South Korea also wins today, then 3 teams will be tied on 3 points. And the rules are really interesting, because the goals you have scored and in the goal difference is same, whether you have beaten that team in the previous stage, and if everything remains same, then the fair play award. So that number of fouls that you are committing.
I think the second point you made is which what could help Germany if they stay on points like this.
Yeah, they have defeated
The
Sweden.
fact that they have defeated Sweden probably could help them because they have to lose to South Korea by more than 2 goals to really make a difference, which I don't really think is going to happen. But if it does happen, you never know. It's a World Cup of miracles. We've already seen 100 odd goals scored in the tournament so far. So, but yeah, this is the one possibility that could happen. That if they all come on 3 points, it will be Germany that will go through because they've beaten Sweden.
Yes, and another group is going to be very interesting today because Brazil, they are also fighting to stay alive in this tournament. Brazil are on the verge of the World Cup last 18, requiring a win or draw against Serbia today to see them through. Tite's men left it late to beat Costa Rica on Friday as Felipe Coutinho and Neymar came to the rescue to send Brazil to the top of Group E. Coach Tite says Brazil will not be changing their approach, which helped them with their previous game, while refusing to place too much pressure on the shoulders of Captain Neymar. Serbia can also still qualify for the knockout rounds despite losing late on to Switzerland in their last game, and a draw against Brazil could see them through if Switzerland lose to Costa Rica by 2 or more goals. In total, through including as Yugoslavia, Serbia have faced Brazil on 19 occasions, winning just twice. And the second match of this group, Switzerland on a roll after a draw against Brazil and a victory over Serbia, would be very keen to notch up maximum points against Costa Rica in the last FIFA World Cup 2018 Group E contest. Switzerland have 4 points from 2 matches, the same as Brazil, and are 1 ahead of Serbia. Costa Rica, however, won't be a walkover, even though they have little to show for their efforts. They, however, stretched Brazil to the limit, and the Swiss would do well not to take them lightly. They would also be hoping that Serbia doesn't create an upset against Brazil. And if we can quickly look at the points table of Group E, then we'll get to know that this group is also very interesting. It's not going to be cakewalk for a team like Brazil to make it to the knockout round, because we have, as I was telling earlier, it's been a graveyard of reputation. Yes. So Brazil has struggled, and they are going to take on Serbia today, and their performance against the European teams has not really been quite impressive. So it's again going to be a night of entertaining and interesting football. Yeah,
the only thing that comes from this table that we just saw is that even a draw, even if really Brazil are totally off color, even a draw is good enough to put them through into the next round. So that consolation or that much of fallback space they have, even if things go really badly wrong for them. But at the same time, one cannot also forget the class and quality of these teams. These are not.
And we have seen Spain struggling against Morocco. So
I mean, that was the one game that I really thought that the VAR, that's another point that will, I'm sure, come into discussion at some point, either during or it's already actually happened after the World Cup. How effective this VAR has been. In some cases, it has helped really clear up a very bad or a difficult situation. In some places, it has not helped at all. So there is I'm sure, going to be a lot of discussion over this. In fact, Spain's last late goal that gave them the equalizer was, 50-50. It could have gone either way. So yeah, it's like I said. But then at the same time, when you look at teams like Brazil, when you look at teams like Germany, they have a tradition, they have a history, they know how to play the tough moments. The smaller teams, they are coming here, they are determined to make a show, yes, but they lack that, that final, that history of having played through very difficult situations for so many years. I think that's what will take these teams, the big teams, through all the way. I mean, as far as they can go, probably quarterfinal, semi-final. That's what has always saved the big teams.
And let's talk about the other match, Switzerland versus Costa Rica. Switzerland has been really lucky. Their 2 players have survived the FIFA ban. They escaped the FIFA ban. And about Costa Rica, it's their last chance to impress. And my heart goes out for Keylor Navas, because he has been really impressive at his job until that last match.
But then again, never write them off. Look at what happened with Peru yesterday. 40 years since they played, they won a match, and they suddenly they pumped in 2 goals.
And they can spoil Switzerland's party today.
36 years, they haven't scored a goal. They scored a goal yesterday. Then 40 years, Peru never won a match. Suddenly they won, not with 1-0 but 2-0. So don't write off any teams. You never know what's going to happen. But at the same time, you have to say that Switzerland probably lack a little bit of, if nothing else, they have more organization, better, better defense and better discipline when it comes to the game. So that probably will help them a lot, because they've showed they can hold their lines very well. And like we keep talking about it, discipline is what will actually carry any team, all the teams through, because it's how well you hold your half line and your back line, and how well you overlap when under pressure or in attack. That is really making the difference in match after match. And then in that sense, Switzerland are very well organized.
But the kind of teams that we have seen struggling in this tournament, they have somehow just changed our equations, because nobody was expecting France to face Argentina in the round of 16.
Look at the fact,
these are the teams we were looking to meet, but at a later stage.
And this is a good thing that you mentioned France, because it's France who played the only goalless draw of this tournament.
Yeah.
That's an amazing strategy. I think 35-40 matches have been completed, or almost. And we have had only one goalless draw, and this too against a team, from a team that has probably one of the best attacks in the tournament. You have Griezmann, you have Mbappe, you have Paul Pogba. This is a superstar quality over there in terms of the club abilities. Now to see that team not score a single goal, really struggle in front of goal, that probably is what we keep talking about, that come to the point when scoring is becoming difficult, which is why it's when you have suddenly when you see England result 6-1 or a Belgium result 5-2, that's been the exception, because it's been so tough to score goals in this tournament. So that is what is really, so I keep talking about this. You have the discipline to keep going. Look for that one little mistake that your opposition will at some point make under all that pressure, and capitalize on that.
And everybody, we all talk about the forwards, but sometimes the unsung heroes are there in the midfield who are like dominating the game.
That in fact is what is saved Argentina, with the fact that they made a couple of changes. So yeah, your midfield is what creates your play, going forward and coming back. So if you don't have the right people there, that's going to be very tough. And that sense, Switzerland are very blessed. They have Shaqiri and I think two man who are attacking midfielders, who also fall back very well to help the defense. So that's the difference. If you have the discipline, keep your lines and keep probing for where at some point kahin na kahin there will be a opening, and then make use of that opening. It's not enough to find an opening, but to actually score goals, which is big team. Germany not able to score, Spain not able to score, France not able to score. What's happening? England scoring happily. So yeah, it's interesting.
But like we have seen Argentina making it through despite struggling. Do you see Germany and Brazil progressing today despite their performance?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will. These are the powerhouse teams of world football, and they have not become powerhouses from nothing. They know how to play the tough matches. And we keep talking about South American flair and European efficiency. Both of them have a place in the world of football. Both of them are important. Both of them help to create football what it is, a magical game. You never know what's going to happen on a given night. So, but yeah, just given the history and given the depth of talent and knowing how to struggle and still succeed is what will really help the big teams.
Okay, we'll continue this discussion. Time for a short commercial break. After the break, we'll discuss about the matches that were played yesterday. Stay tuned.
इस घर में अंडे देने से हमें कोई नहीं रोक सकता। मैं रोक सकता हूँ। तुम्हें पता नहीं हमें एडीज मच्छर जो फैलाते हैं डेंगू और चिकनगुनिया। मास्टर जी ने स्कूल में डेंगू मच्छर से बचने की सारी जानकारी दी है। अच्छा बच्चों, हमें चैलेंज जगह तो जरूर मिलेगी। नहीं मिलेगी। यहाँ तो पूरे इंतजाम है।
डेंगू की रोकथाम के लिए कूलरों के पानी को हर हफ्ते बदलें। बाल्टी और टंकियों को अच्छी तरह से ढककर रखें। पूरी आस्तीन के कपड़े पहनें। मच्छर भगाने वाली क्रीम, कॉइल और अगरबत्ती का इस्तेमाल करें।
डेंगू से लड़े मतलब डेंगू से बचे।
यहाँ 19 विलेजेस है और यहाँ के बंगालिया बैगन के भरता खाना पसंद करते हैं। आरसीटी की जो ट्रेनिंग है वहाँ से खुद का बिजनेस शुरू किया है, मस्टर्ड ऑयल मिल। ये मेरी जिंदगी का एक नई शुरुआत है। आगे मैं यूनिट को और बड़ा करना चाहती हूँ। एक मिसाल समझ सकते हैं कि एक औरत भी बहुत कुछ कर सकती है। ऐसे ही शुरुआत हो रही है हजारों बिजनेसेस की आरसेटी के जरिए।
आप भी कौशल पंजी द्वारा रजिस्टर कीजिए भारत सरकार की DDU-GKY और RCT योजनाओं में। ग्रामीण विकास मंत्रालय, कुशल भारत, सशक्त भारत।
यार काम कर गया तो अरे हो गया क्या भाई? यहाँ पे 5 मिनट टिकला, 2:30 बजे की मीटिंग, पहले ये तो हो जाए। अरे भाई हो गया क्या? क्या कर दिया गाड़ी को?
So your car is fixed.
थैंक यू। जानी बचा लिया था आपने।
That's okay, sir. It's my job.
काम कितना ही मुश्किल हो, संभाल ही लेती है। ये है नए भारत की नई बेटियां। बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, महिला एवं बाल विकास मंत्रालय द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
मैं कभी कभी सोचता हूँ कि ये सिगरेट या बीड़ी पीने का क्या परिणाम होगा। क्या ये मेरे स्ट्रोक का कारण बन जाएगा, जो मुझे अपने परिवार पर बोझ बना देगा? क्या ये मेरे फेफड़ों के कैंसर का कारण बन जाएगा? क्या ये मुझे मुंह के कैंसर या हृदय रोग या एम्फीसीमा के करीब लाएगा? अगली बार जब आप सिगरेट या बीड़ी पीने की सोचें तो खुद से पूछें, ये सिगरेट या बीड़ी पीने का क्या परिणाम होगा? तंबाकू आज ही छोड़ें। सहायता के लिए 1800-112356 पर कॉल करें या मिस कॉल दें 01122901-701 पर।
Welcome after the break. Lionel Messi and Argentina finally got things going at the World Cup. Messi scored an exquisite 14-minute goal to give the two-time champions the lead in a must-win game against Nigeria on Tuesday. But it wasn't until Marcos Rojo's 86-minute strike that Argentina was assured of a place in the round of 16 with a 2-1 victory. Victor Moses scored from the penalty spot in the 51st minute for Nigeria, putting Argentina in danger of being eliminated without winning a match in Russia. It took an unlikely goal by Rojo to save Argentina. The win gave the Argentines second place in Group D and allowed the soccer-mad nation to forget about the 3-0 loss to Croatia that sparked days of soul-searching within the squad and back home. Croatia topped their World Cup group as Ivan Perisic's 90th minute goal helped them maintain their perfect record with a 2-1 win on Tuesday that also ended Iceland's qualification hopes. Perisic, with Luka Modric, the only player not rested, struck in the last minute to set up a round of 16 game against Denmark. Iceland, who had a handful of good chances, were tipped to surprise at the World Cup after their finish at Euro 2016, but finished last in the group with 1 point. And let's quickly have a look at the points table of Group D. So here Croatia tops the group, and it looks very interesting because Argentina just made it to the round of 16. So Rahul, finally Argentina makes it to the round of 16, but it's really surprising because if somebody was following the matches, then you do not expect Iceland to finish last in their group, and even Nigeria, they really impressed in their last match.
Correct. So, yeah, but that's the way it's going to pan out. Someone's going to go home, someone's going to carry on in the tournament. But in one sense, this group was at least a little more open than many of the others. You quickly knew that Croatia were going to go through because the other teams were playing, way behind them in terms of performance. But it was really good to see that, Argentina finally come through. This is what we keep.
Even if it is to meet France in the next
but
match.
then, that I'm sure that will give them hope, given the way France are going. So, like they're not able to score goals. They have this fabulous team, so much of talent, but just not able to get goals. They've got, I think, 3 goals in the matches, with one of them being a self goal from the other side. So I don't think Argentina will really mind. And having come through a test like this, when they have been literally staring at the brink of staring at the abyss, we are out, and then still pulling themselves back from that point will be a huge boost. And also, I think this game would have given their coach a better idea of what sort of formation needs to use to get this team going. In his first game, he did something ridiculous. He had 3 backs against, the second game against Croatia. 3 backs. No team plays with 3 backs in the World Cup. You have to have 4 people at the back, to stop. The Croatia just ran through them like Mexico did in their early game. So they are fast-moving players. So are Croatia, and they have very skillful midfielders, and in the couple of the guys who got the goals and set up the wins for them. So they are very, very good. So finally, I think that shock loss. Then sometimes, a real defeat can help to clear your mind. This is what probably I'm doing wrong. This is what I need to do now to correct things. That's probably what happened with Argentina, because they came out, they were looking a completely different team yesterday than they have been in the other games.
Okay, time from another commercial break. After the break, we'll discuss about the first goalless draw of this World Cup. Stay tuned.
इस घर में अंडे देने से हमें कोई नहीं रोक सकता। मैं रोक सकता हूँ। तुम्हें पता नहीं हमें एडीज मच्छर जो फैलाते हैं डेंगू और चिकनगुनिया। मास्टर जी ने स्कूल में डेंगू मच्छर से बचने की सारी जानकारी दी है। अच्छा बच्चों, हमें चैलेंज जगह तो जरूर मिलेगी। नहीं मिलेगी, नहीं मिलेगी। यहाँ तो पूरी इंतजाम है।
डेंगू की रोकथाम के लिए कूलरों के पानी को हर हफ्ते बदलें। बाल्टी और टंकियों को अच्छी तरह से ढक कर रखें। पूरी आस्तीन के कपड़े पहने। मच्छर भगाने वाली क्रीम, कॉयल और अगरबत्ती का इस्तेमाल करें।
डेंगू से लड़े मतलब डेंगू से बचे।
इतने सारे फल फूल, वाह कमाल है भाई। सब शौचालय का आशीर्वाद है मिश्रा।
शौचालय?
शौचालय नहीं, शौचालय, वो भी 2 गड्ढों वाला। 7 साल पहले मैंने इनसे कह दिया था, शौचालय नहीं तो शादी नहीं।
और मैंने क्या जवाब दिया था? 2 गड्ढों वाला नहीं तो शौचालय नहीं।
2 गड्ढे क्यों?
एक गड्ढा 5 साल में भर जाएगा शौच करते करते। उसके बाद लिवर को ऐसा घुमाओ और दूसरा गड्ढा खोल दो।
अरे दूसरी की क्या जरूरत है, इसी को साफ करवा दो ना। टट्टी तो है।
ये टट्टी नहीं है, ये सोना है। अरे ये गड्ढा भरने के बाद अगर 1 साल बंद रहेगा तो यही छीछी सोना बन जाएगा।
यानी सोनखार।
इसे हाथ से उठाओ और खेतों में मिलाओ और शौचालय का आशीर्वाद पाओ।
अब तो मैं भी बनवाऊंगा 2 गड्ढे का शौचालय।
और ये भाभी जी को दो।
धरती का उपहार है मिश्रा। शौचालय हो तो 2 गड्ढों वाला।
यहाँ 19 विलेजेस है और यहाँ के बंगालिया बैगन के भरता खाना पसंद करते हैं। आर सिटी की जो ट्रेनिंग है वहाँ से खुद का बिजनेस शुरू किया है, मस्टर्ड ऑयल मिल। ये मेरी जिंदगी का एक नई शुरुआत है। आगे मैं यूनिट को और बड़ा करना चाहती हूँ। एक मिसाल समझ सकते हैं कि एक औरत भी बहुत कुछ कर सकती है।
ऐसे ही शुरुआत हो रही है हजारों बिजनेसेस की आरसेटी के जरिए। आप भी कौशल पंजी द्वारा रजिस्टर कीजिए भारत सरकार की DDU-GKY और आरसेटी योजनाओं में। ग्रामीण विकास मंत्रालय, कुशल भारत, सशक्त भारत।
मैं कभी कभी सोचता हूँ कि ये सिगरेट या बीड़ी पीने का क्या परिणाम होगा। क्या ये मेरे स्ट्रोक का कारण बन जाएगा जो मुझे अपने परिवार पर बोझ बना देगा? क्या ये मेरे फेफड़ों के कैंसर का कारण बन जाएगा? क्या ये मुझे मुंह के कैंसर या हृदय रोग या एम्फोसीमा के करीब लाएगा? अगली बार जब आप सिगरेट या बीड़ी पीने की सोचें तो खुद से पूछें, ये सिगरेट या बीड़ी पीने का क्या परिणाम होगा? तंबाकू आज ही छोड़ें। सहायता के लिए 1800-112356 पर कॉल करें या मिस्ड कॉल दें 01122901-701 पर।
Welcome after the break. The game between France and Denmark ended up to be the first goalless draw in FIFA World Cup 2018. The boring game drew boos from 78,000 spectators in the Luzhniki Stadium as France advanced into the knockout stage as Group C winners on 7 points and Denmark placed second. France, resting more than half of their first choice players, dominated the game for most of the time but failed to score. Peru signed off their World Cup in fairy tale fashion as captain Paulo Guerrero scored in a 2-0 win to end Australia's hopes of making the knockout phase for only the second time in their history. His goal doubled the lead given to them by Andre Carrillo's superb first half strike. And let's take a look at the Group C's points table. So France goes through with 7 points and Denmark with 5 points. Rahul, with the France resting number of players, do you think the draw was somewhere intentional?
Well, I wouldn't say the draw was intentional, but they were not really bothered about the result. Let's put it that way. In a sense, also it's important to give your bench strength a go, because you can't keep putting your first team up in every match, particularly after everything has been decided. You know you're going to finish on top of the group regardless of what the result, unless it was a defeat, which was unlikely. They had enough people at the back to not let that happen. So they gave their midfielders, they gave their key forwards a bit of a break, and like you said, it was the first draw of the tournament, match number 36 or match number 37, which is quite surprising because normally World Cups tend to be very defensive oriented, and they have actually taken this long to find one goalless game, which is
Okay,
quite,
let's talk about the football fever. Football fever is at its peak and we in DD News are immersed in it. Let's hear what our newsroom people think about the Football World Cup.
विश्व कप की जंग अब धीरे धीरे नॉकआउट स्टेज की तरफ बढ़ रही है और फैंस का उत्साह भी अपने चरम पर है। इसी तरह का कुछ माहौल हमारे न्यूज रूम का भी है और जानते हैं यहाँ पर फैंस किस तरह से एक्सपेक्टेशन लगाए बैठे हैं अपनी अपनी टीम से, किस तरह से वो उम्मीदें लगा रहे हैं अपने अपने फेवरेट प्लेयर से।
देखिए, इस बार का वर्ल्ड कप वैसे भी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग हो रहा है। हमने देखा है कि किस तरह से अर्जेंटीना बड़ी मुश्किल से सेकंड राउंड में पहुंचा है और भी कई टीमों को, फ्रांस लगभग ये लग रहा था कि एक समय कि फ्रांस या डेनमार्क दो में से कोई एक देश जा पाएगा। ऐसे ही पहले के विजेता जर्मनी को आज लेने देने पड़ रहे हैं किसी तरह मुश्किल से। वो अगर आज का मैच जीतता है तो सबकी नजर रहेगी जर्मनी के मैच पर और ब्राजील के मैच पर भी रहेगी, क्योंकि उसके लिए भी मुश्किलें हैं।
और हमारे यहाँ पे एक एडिटर, बुलेटिन एडिटर, इनसे भी जानेंगे किस तरह से आप अभी तक के मुकाबलों की अगर कुछ बात करें तो कौन फेवरेट टीम अभी तक लगी?
वैसे मेरा फेवरेट टीम तो अर्जेंटीना थी, लेकिन आपको मैं बताऊं कि कल का जो मैच हुआ था अर्जेंटीना वर्सेस नाइजीरिया, उसमें नाइजीरिया ने मतलब बहुत कम खेला है इंटरनेशनल गेम्स, लेकिन उसमें जो अर्जेंटीना को जिस तरह से उसने शिकस्त देने की कोशिश की थी वो बहुत ही लाजवाब है।
देखो जी, मैं 25 साल से मैच देख रहा हूं। जो क्रेज मैंने इस बार देखा है वो शायद कभी इस तरह के क्रेज मैंने फीफा के मैच में नहीं देखा था। लेकिन मेरे जैसे जो कंजर्वेटिव दर्शक है वो हमेशा ये ढूंढते हैं कि अपने एशिया के प्लेयर कहाँ हैं। जब मैं आज पहली बार जब जापान को देखता हूँ खेलते हुए तो मुझे लगता है कि शायद जापान की टीम में कोई मेसी निकले, शायद कभी इंडिया के भी कभी ऐसी टीम हो जिसमें भी मेसी हो। तो यही हमारी कामना होती है। और ठीक है, अर्जेंटीना का एक ट्रेडिशन है, जीत में भी उसकी अपनी हमेशा भागीदारी रही है, तो हो सकता है कि उसके पॉइंट बने, ऐसा मुझे लगता है।
क्या आपको लगा कि ईरान ने एक्सपेक्टेशन से ऊपर जाकर के परफॉर्म करा?
ये अगर ये टूर्नामेंट देखा जाए तो ये टूर्नामेंट किसी भी हालत में, जैसे कहते हैं ना कि जो छोटी टीम है उन्होंने ये दिखाया है कि आप उनको कम आंक नहीं सकते हैं। आप बड़ी बड़ी टीमों को धूल चटाई गई है, जर्मनी है, फ्रांस है, ब्राजील है, उन सब ने जिन जिन टीमों के खिलाफ उन्होंने सोचा था कि शायद हम हल्के में ले सकते हैं, वो छोटी टीमों ने दिखा दिया है कि एक आइसलैंड एक छोटी सी कंट्री है, उन्होंने दिखाया है कि यहाँ पे मतलब जो जज्बा है वो ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है और यही वर्ल्ड कप इस वर्ल्ड कप से निकल के आया।
मुझे लगता है अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस था रशिया का पिछले वर्ल्ड कप के मुकाबले, जो इससे पहले वर्ल्ड कप हुए उसके मुकाबले अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस।
फुटबॉल वर्ल्ड कप को लेकर के कौन सी टीम फेवरेट है, किस खिलाड़ी पर इस बार दाव लगाया हमने?
जो हमारे हिंदुस्तान में चीज देखी जाती है कि अर्जेंटीना को बहुत ज्यादा फॉलो करते हैं और स्पेशली मेसी, और अगर दूसरे प्लेयर्स की बात करें तो उसमें रोनाल्डो है या नेमार है, तो आपस में जो कंपटीशन है वो बड़ा ही जबरदस्त है और नो डाउट देयर इज फैन फॉलोइंग्स तो इतने ज्यादा है और कोई भी मैच मिस नहीं करना चाहता अगर ये प्लेयर ये टीम खेल रही होती है।
फुटबॉल को आप कितना फॉलो करते हैं?
फुटबॉल इज लाइक अ फेस्टिवल इन आवर हाउस। सब लोग देखते हैं एंड थैंक गॉड, चाहे अर्ली मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट भी हो न्यूज एंकरिंग की, लेकिन रात का सबसे फेवरेट मैचेस रात को 11:30 बजे होते हैं। थैंक गॉड आई डिडंट मिस मेसी का गोल जो कल रात उन्होंने किया, इतना बढ़िया गोल था। और इस तरीके से फुटबॉल को हम हमेशा फॉलो करते रहते हैं और अब नॉकआउट दौर पे जरूरी है आज का रात का मैच देखना भी, क्योंकि ब्राजील मेरी फेवरेट टीम है, रोनाल्डो इज माय फेवरेट। हालांकि मैं ये भी मानती हूँ कि रोनाल्डो ने जो पेनल्टी मिस की वो एक तरीके से अच्छी है इस मामले में कि जो ईरान की महिलाएं हैं जिन्होंने 39 साल बाद फुटबॉल का मैच स्टेडियम में बैठ कर देखा, उनके लिए जरूर एक इंजॉयमेंट वाला माहौल था वहां पे जो रोनाल्डो ने अपनी पेनल्टी मिस की।
फुटबॉल का जो एक गेम है ये अपने दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा इसको माना जाता है और खासकर जो वर्ल्ड कप है, तो इसके लिए तो लोगों में एक अलग तरह की एक्साइटमेंट होती है। फुटबॉल के लिए कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, नींद को भी हम कुर्बान कर सकते हैं।
आपकी नजर में वो कौन कौन सी बड़ी टीम है जिनके स्टार्स को भी परफॉर्म करना बाकी है?
स्टार्स की कोई कमी नहीं है वर्ल्ड कप में, लेकिन जो सबसे ज्यादा देखे जाते हैं, जैसे कि कल मेसी का मोजो वापस आया है और रोनाल्डो का मोजो कम हुआ है, पेनल्टी मिस कर गए अपने लास्ट मैच में, तो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग होता जा रहा है वर्ल्ड कप एंड बहुत ओपन फील्ड हो गए। ये सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग बात लग रही है इस वक्त वर्ल्ड कप के बारे में।
जिस तरह से अभी मुकाबले चल रहे हैं, नॉकआउट की तरफ बढ़ रही हैं टीमें, आज के जो दो महत्वपूर्ण मुकाबले इस पर भी सभी की नजरें होंगी कि क्या यहाँ पर अपसेट होगा या जर्मनी और ब्राजील ये भी अपने आप को टॉप 16 में लेकर के जाएंगी और अंतिम 16 में जगह बनाएंगी। कैमरामैन मलकीत के साथ मैं मुकेश शुक्ला, डीडी न्यूज।
So that was the football fever in DD News. Rahul, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much.
And that's it on this edition of Cup of Glory. Until we meet again, it's goodbye. We leave you with images of Argentine fans who erupted into celebration in Moscow's fan zone after watching their team beat Nigeria 2-1 to reach the last 16 of the World Cup. Namaskar.
of India.